Hey guys, would you all like to hear a little story? I'll tell you something fun. In 1977, Star Wars released. It has become the highest grossing franchise ever. Well, besides MCU, but still. It has made so much. So, in 1980, we got a superior sequel. But before that, in 1978, there was the holiday special. This holiday special brought the cast together to bring us something good before Empire Strikes Back. We all were ready to enjoy them all reuniting for a holiday special. And we saw it, and it is Star Wars, so you all know how it turned out. It was terrible. Yeah, come on. Let's be honest. Do we really need a holiday special? Star Wars is its own little thing. It doesn't deserve this kind of treatment. The treatment it deserves is a franchise. It deserves a show. It deserves everything. Except for a Christmas special. Nobody wants a Christmas special. So why did it exist? It was stupid, okay? It was 97 minutes long. And not a lot of it was really necessary, okay? We all just sat down, we tried to enjoy it, but we didn't get to it at all. When you want to watch a Christmas special on TV, you can pretty much find anything. But if you want to skip something, skip the Star Wars Holiday Special. Come on, you have to skip it. You can't tell me you're actually going to sit through it. So naturally, everybody despised it, and we just had to wait 2 years later for Empire Strikes Back to come out till we can enjoy Star Wars again. It was a rough time. But now, all the way in 2020, when Star Wars has about 9 movies in the franchise, well, 11 if you want to include those 2 spin-off films. But regardless, it's become bigger, so a lot of people have started forgetting about the holiday special existing. That's good. But then something came up. I remember this year in July, I heard an announcement that they're making a Lego Star Wars holiday special. You know how I reacted. I was like, bro, seriously? Come on. We all forgot how stupid the holiday special was. We all were finally enjoying ourselves, ignoring it. We don't remember at all, and that's good. It's good we're not remembering a lot of that piece of crap. So why, in God's name, are they going to put another holiday special now? Why? Okay, it's different now that we have more characters in Star Wars, but it's a Lego holiday special. You think that's going to pass on well? I mean, it is going to be for more younger audiences, I guess, but still. Seriously? I don't know. This is all just getting to me. I don't like it. Not a bit. Then in October this year, they released a trailer to the holiday special. I decided to check it out and see exactly what this crap is going to be. And I had to admit, when I saw the trailer to this, I actually thought it looked pretty good. I don't care if it's a holiday special from Star Wars. At least it does seem to tell a nice, unique story with itself. I'm happy that it's doing something with itself. It's not just blandering in with a bunch of filler and stupid characters to ruin our fan base. It's giving us something good. People despise the sequel trilogy, though. Why do people despise the sequel trilogy? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that. But what I'm going to do today is look at this because the holiday special released this week on Disney Plus. We all decided to sit through it and see how it was. I sat through it to see how it was, and I'm going to talk about it right now. I know it's not really a movie, it's more of a short, it's 44 minutes, but it's a Star Wars thing, and I feel like Star Wars is something I gotta bring up. And I mean, come on. I did not think this movie was going to have any pizzazz, but I had bigger hopes, and let's see what those hopes got me to. One thing this special did do that the original special had differently was the casting. The original holiday special brought Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and all those cast were back to do it. I don't know how they agreed to it, but they did. They agreed to bring the special to its glory. This version, on the other hand, is a Lego version that's animated film, so not a lot of the actors returned for voices. They just chose random ones. They chose a bunch of random voice actors to replace them. However, there are about two, I repeat, literally only two voice actors that do return for their roles. First off, Anthony Daniels returns for C-3PO, which is good, and Billy D. Williams returns when Lando's appears. Besides those two returnings, the rest are all just um, new replacement voices. With all that being said, I think maybe that could be a bad thing, because we all know how we all grew up with the classic voices, but to be honest, I understand why. I guess I did read some interviews online that some of the cast members just want to quit with Star Wars. They're done. They had enough. They're fed up. Okay? So I guess that makes sense, but still. How do replacement voices? How do replacements do? Do they portray the role pretty well? I hate to admit it, but they kind of do actually. They at least bring a good performance with the character. They don't rush their performance. They do make a close spot. They of course aren't the same. I'm not gonna say they're better at all. But since the original cast couldn't make it, the replacements were fine. They're fine as it is. We don't really need to keep them as our permanent replacements. We don't need to treat them like we should just have them as our new Star Wars stars. But to be honest, I think I can at least enjoy what they had to give us. And yeah, I don't know really why they did them again, but it's okay. It's okay. It's Lego. You gotta give them a little credit. It's different. This is some difference. There gotta be a little bit of difference you gotta handle in life. So yeah, in all honesty, I accept what the casting gave us. Now, so now we got the casting over with. We're gonna look at the overall wins of the story and compare it to the original holiday. Wait, I said I wasn't gonna talk about the. We're not gonna talk about the holiday special. We're gonna talk about this holiday special. The story. What does it do with us? Now, I do want to point this out. The original Star Wars holiday special. Let's say it's something like Saturday Night Live, but if Saturday Night Live wasn't a comedy show, it was instead just a bunch of fun little. It was a Christmas show. This is what the Star Wars holiday special was, and it was terrible. Yes. What does this version have? Well, this time its special isn't filled with crap filler. It actually does tell a story. It actually does pace a story. It doesn't cram a bunch of pointless stuff at us. It actually pace its story with something interesting. Okay? If you've seen the trailer to this movie, you do kind of get what it is. It's a time traveling story. I feel like time travel is just going to be taking over these franchises. I mean, it took over the Avengers when they time travel. Who knows? Someday we'll see more franchises have that finale. Like, what if Fast and Furious is all about time travel? What if Harry Potter will be all about time travel? That's a lot of weird stuff to think about, because you don't. It's for franchises that aren't even in ways. But I can give credit; they do find ways to make time travel make sense. They find ways to make it actually work without being lazy and stupid. So in all honesty, I like the way they did it here. They didn't just waste time with it. Like, they didn't just say, "Oh, Back to the Future was a great movie. Time travel idea. Let's use that." Bam. That's just all it is. You just no explanation of how anything works at all. No, but they actually do give an explanation. They do actually make the story work. Rey just visits different parts in time of Star Wars of different areas, and I think it's pretty funny. I have to lie. Literally, we just see random moments from episode 1, 2, 3, episode 4, 5, 6. We see some moments from the sequel trilogy they return. We even do get a little moment where they visit the time period of the Mandalorian. Yeah, I'm not kidding. We actually see a little bit of the Mandalorian in this. That's pretty impressive, I have to say. So yeah, they really do know how to make their writing. It's fun. And with all that being said, though, there's also something cool. It's also kind of like a satire type of thing. Like, it's not Spaceballs where they just use characters to mock and use plot points to mock for other sci-fi films. No, they actually just take stuff from Star Wars and do it. Like, you know how normally creators of the movies don't want to confess their problems? Well, this one they kind of sort of do. I mean, there are some jokes in this that do reference some issues we all seem to have with Star Wars, as well as there's also some jokes that we all ignore from Star Wars that we can admire. And I think I say for myself that's interesting to see itself doing that. Normally when we see a Star Wars spoof like Spaceballs, it's made by someone else. But this time we actually are seeing the holiday special be put together with the same company, the same timing. Probably not the exact same crew, but at least their acceptance is with us, Star Wars fans. And to be fair, I can at least enjoy what it was. So, yeah, I will admit it's cool. I mean, there's moments in the special where we see Rey fight different characters, like Rey versus old young Darth Vader. There's even a moment in the movie where it's Darth Vader versus Darth Vader. You know, like how in Endgame we had Captain America versus Captain America. Well, now we're kind of going with that too. This is kind of like giving us Endgame flashbacks. Yeah, pretty interesting. I don't want anybody telling me it's better than Endgame or worse. I don't want to say I'm not comparing this stuff. Okay, I don't do that. Jeez, man, pisses me off when people ask me those questions. One thing I do want to bring up before we're done with this review is how other characters are treated. Well, I have to be honest. The Christmas part in this special is different. Because you know how in the Star Wars Holiday Special from 1970, why do I keep bringing that up? I was trying to not bring it up, but apparently I have to. In that special, the Christmas is actually not called Christmas. They call it something like Life Day. What the hell is Life Day? It's a lazy name, which is probably one problem we have with that special. But they actually give that title something in this special too. Don't know why they do that, but they do at least add something to it. They do at least make it so it feels like Christmas, but it's not called Christmas. In the original, they just had it all proof. But there is a moment in the film where we do see a bunch of Wookiees. You see, that was one problem. We have the holiday special, the Wookiees, their annoying voices, no subtitles. We kind of had that here. The good thing is, here, it's not for the entire thing. We don't have to handle it for about 80 minutes. No, this time they're not as long, they're only a few minutes, and they're not too annoying. They're calm and quiet. They don't waste time with the story. We don't have to worry about what they're saying. We just have to admire that we're suffering through something that we despised or before, but we're still gonna continue with the story. Now, is this the best way to look at Christmas? I don't think so. I think the best way to look at Christmas when you're on TV is to look at specials that do call themselves Christmas. Specials that do indicate Christmas. Specials that are made with a holiday similar to Christmas don't really make sense. We should be, if we want to celebrate Christmas the right way, in my personal opinion, we should look at specials that do actually take place on Christmas and are actually titled with Christmas. Specials like this that just give us Christmas spirit when they're actually not Christmas is kind of hypnotizing when I think about it. I don't know. So, in all honesty, here's something I gotta say. In conclusion, the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special is actually pretty good. Do I think it's better than any of the Star Wars movies? I'm not going to compare it. I'm not going to tell you if they are or not. Okay, this is different than those movies. This is a special. It's a short. It's 44 minutes. I don't need to be comparing that to any of those movies. But what I will say is that this special is pretty good. It definitely, of course, is a lot better than what we got before the original holiday special. And even though it still isn't the greatest thing ever, it still is something I kind of do not really see for Christmas, like I just said. It still does a good job. I think it's funny. I think it's creative. I like how most of it's a little satiring of Star Wars a little bit. It gives us a little fun little spoofing as well as a fun little a little something for all of us. So if you're a good Star Wars fan, I recommend this movie. This is made for children though, so if you don't like really sitting through children movies so much, like myself, maybe you can wait to check this out when you're willing to sit with someone. But if you are a child who's watching this video, wait, why would there be a child watching this video? I made my content for you audiences. In case there is, you can go see this. If you're a children's Star Wars fan, go check it out. It's great. And for childs watching this right now, I do want to point out, do not, you can see this special, but I repeat, do not watch the other holiday special I was bringing up. Do not watch the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special. You will despise it. You will criticize it. You will probably not see a lot of fun with Star Wars anymore if you watch that. So I'm being nice to you children right now. Sit through the new Lego Holiday Special and stay away from the live action Holiday Special, very far away. You need to ignore it really hard, like I myself. I mean, come on. There's nothing I have to... I'm not forced to sit through it, am I? What the hell is this? Oh, crap. Okay, this is something I gotta remind myself. You all can go. I'm sorry, bye.